Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to Easy English Class. I'm Marco.
And I'm Erica.
You walk into the gym for the first time in an English-speaking country. The equipment looks familiar, but everything else feels foreign. Someone asks, "Are you using this?" And you freeze. You want to ask the trainer about proper form, but don't know how. You see people chatting easily between sets while you work out in silence. This scenario happens to thousands of English learners every day. Fitness is universal, but the language around it can feel like a barrier. The truth is, gym English has its own vocabulary, unwritten rules, and social customs that textbooks never teach.
Today, we will give you the confidence to navigate any fitness environment in English. From asking for help with equipment to joining group classes, you'll learn the phrases that turn gym anxiety into gym confidence.
This is your English learning podcast to help you communicate confidently in real world situations.
You know, Marco, the gym can be such an intimidating place, especially when you're trying to navigate it in a second language.
That's so true, Erica. I remember when I first started going to the gym, even in my native language, I felt nervous about asking questions or talking to people.
Exactly. And when you add the challenge of doing it in English, it can feel overwhelming. But fitness is such a great way to connect with people and improve your health.
The good news is that gym culture is pretty universal, and most people are really helpful and friendly once you know how to communicate.
By the way, I'm Erica.
And I'm Marco. This is Real World English, the place where you learn practical English for everyday situations. Whether you're getting ready for a workout, taking a break, or just learning about fitness culture,
Today we're covering gym and fitness English, the vocabulary, phrases, and social skills you need to feel confident in any fitness environment.
so get comfortable, maybe grab some water, and let's start building your fitness vocabulary.
So, Marco, let's start with the basics. What are some of the most important pieces of gym equipment that English learners should know?
Great question. Let's start with cardio equipment. You have treadmills for running or walking, stationary bikes for cycling, and elliptical machines for low impact cardio.
Those are the main ones you'll see everywhere. Then, there's weight equipment, dumbbells, which are the free weights you hold in each hand, and barbells, which are the long bars you use for exercises like bench press.
Don't forget the weight machines. These are the seated or standing machines that guide your movement. They're great for beginners because they're safer and easier to use.
Right? And then there are resistance bands, kettlebells, and medicine balls for functional training.
Now, what about basic gym etiquette? What should people know about gym culture?
This is really important. First rule: always wipe down equipment after you use it. Most gyms provide towels and disinfectant spray.
And if someone is using a piece of equipment, you can ask, "Are you done with this?" Or, "How many sets do you have left?"
That's perfect. Sets are groups of repetitions. So if someone is doing 3 sets of 10 push ups, they'll do 10 push ups, rest, do 10 more, rest, then 10 more.
And if you want to use equipment that someone else is using, you can ask, "Can I work in?" This means you will alternate using the equipment between their sets.
That's very common and usually welcomed. People appreciate when you ask politely, rather than just waiting around looking impatient.
What about asking for help? Many English learners are afraid to ask questions.
Don't be afraid. Most people at the gym are happy to help. You can ask, "Could you show me how to use this machine?" Or, "Can you check my form?"
Form means the correct way to perform an exercise. Good form prevents injuries and makes exercises more effective.
If you're not sure about the weight to use, you can ask, "What weight do you recommend for beginners?" Or, "Should I start lighter?"
And gym staff are there specifically to help. You can say, "Excuse me, could you give me a quick tour?" Or, "I'm new here. What's the best way to get started?"
Now let's talk about group fitness classes. The language there is a bit different because you're following an instructor.
Right. In classes, you'll hear instructions like, "Let's warm up," to start, or "cool down" at the end. Warm up means preparing your body for exercise with light movement.
You'll also hear, "Take it at your own pace," which means go as fast or slow as feels comfortable for you. This is important. Don't push yourself too hard, especially when starting out.
The instructor might say, "If you need to modify, you can," and then show an easier version of the exercise. There's no shame in modifying. It's smart.
And if you need a break, you can take a breather or sit this one out. Your health and safety come first.
What about talking to other people during workouts? What's appropriate?
Keep conversations brief and friendly. Between sets, you might say, "Great workout today," or "This exercise is tough."
If someone gives you advice, you can say, "Thanks for the tip." Even if you don't use their advice, it's polite to acknowledge their help.
And compliments are nice too. You might say, "You're really strong," or "That looked like a great workout."
But remember, everyone's fitness journey is different. Focus on encouraging comments rather than comparing bodies or abilities.
That's really important. Now let's talk about describing your fitness goals and activities.
If someone asks about your goals, you might say, "I'm trying to get stronger," or "I want to improve my cardio," or "I'm training for a race."
You could also say, "I'm working on losing weight," or "I'm trying to build muscle." But remember, these are personal topics. Only share what you're comfortable with.
For describing activities, you might say, "I'm doing a full body workout today," or "I'm focusing on legs today," or "I'm just doing some light cardio."
If you work out regularly, you can say, "I usually come 3 times a week," or "I try to exercise every other day."
What about when you're struggling or finding something difficult?
It's totally normal to say, "This is challenging," or "I'm really feeling it." That means the exercise is difficult, but in a good way.
If you need encouragement, people might say, "You've got this," or "just a few more." These are motivational phrases.
And if you're really tired, you can say, "I'm exhausted," or "That was intense." These show you worked hard.
Let's talk about personal trainers. How do you communicate with them effectively?
Be honest about your fitness level. You can say, "I'm a complete beginner," or "I haven't exercised in a while," or "I have some experience with weights."
Tell them about any injuries or concerns. "I have a bad knee," or "My back sometimes bothers me," or "I get dizzy easily."
During training, communicate how you feel. "That feels good," or "That's too heavy," or "I feel that in my lower back."
Good trainers will ask, "How does that feel?" And you should answer honestly. It's not about being tough, it's about being safe.
What about gym membership and practical stuff?
When joining a gym, you might ask, "What membership options do you have?" Or "Is there a trial period?" or what's included in the membership.
You'll want to know about peak hours, the busy times, and off-peak hours when it's less crowded.
Ask about amenities. Do you have a pool? Or is there a sauna? Or do you offer group classes?
And practical questions. What are your hours? Or is there parking? Or do you provide towels?
Now, let's discuss some fitness trends and activities that are popular right now.
HIIT is very popular. That stands for high intensity interval training. It means short bursts of intense exercise followed by rest periods.
Yoga and Pilates are also mainstream now. These focus on flexibility, core strength, and mind body connection.
CrossFit is another trend. It combines weightlifting, cardio, and functional movements. It's quite intense and has a strong community aspect.
And don't forget about outdoor activities, hiking, running groups, cycling clubs. These are great ways to exercise and meet people.
What about home workouts? That became huge during the pandemic.
Right. People talk about home gym setups or workout apps or online fitness classes. You might say, I'm following a YouTube workout, or I use a fitness app.
Nutrition often comes up in fitness conversations too. How do you talk about that appropriately?
Keep it general and positive. You might say, I'm trying to eat healthier, or I'm focusing on getting enough protein.
Avoid detailed diet talk or weight loss numbers. Instead, focus on how food makes you feel. I have more energy when I eat well, or I'm learning about nutrition.
And remember, everyone's relationship with food is different. Be supportive rather than giving unsolicited advice.
What about dealing with gym anxiety or intimidation?
This is so common. You can acknowledge it. I'm still getting used to the gym, or I'm a bit nervous about trying new equipment.
Most people are understanding. You might hear responses like, everyone starts somewhere, or you're doing great just by being here.
And remember, most people are focused on their own workouts. They're not judging you, they're concentrating on their exercises.
If you make a mistake, laugh it off. I'm still figuring this out. Or learning something new every day.
Let's talk about workout partners and making fitness friends.
Having a workout buddy can be motivating. You might ask, would you like to work out together sometime? Or do you have a regular workout schedule?
In group settings, you could say, mind if I join you? For partner exercises or want to grab water together? During breaks.
Building gym friendships is like any friendship. Start with small talk and see if you connect. How long have you been coming here? Is a good starter.
What about injuries and safety?
This is crucial. If something hurts in a bad way, stop immediately. You can say, something doesn't feel right, or I think I pulled something.
Don't push through pain. It's better to say, I need to take a break, than to risk serious injury.
Learn the difference between good discomfort, muscle fatigue from working hard, and bad pain that signals potential injury.
If you're unsure, ask, is it normal to feel this here? While pointing to the area that concerns you.
Now let's cover some motivational language that you'll hear and can use.
Common encouraging phrases include keep going, you're stronger than you think, and push through it.
For yourself, you might think or say, I can do this, or just one more rep, or I'm getting stronger every day.
After a good workout, people often say, I feel amazing, or that was exactly what I needed. or I'm glad I came today.
And celebrating progress. I lifted heavier today. Or I ran further than last time. Or I'm getting better at this.
What about rest and recovery? That's part of fitness too.
Absolutely. You might say, I'm taking a rest day, or my body needs to recover, or I'm focusing on stretching today.
Good sleep and hydration are crucial. I need to get more sleep. Or I should drink more water are common realizations.
And listening to your body, I'm feeling tired today, or I have lots of energy, helps you adjust your workouts appropriately.
Before we finish, let's talk about setting realistic expectations and being kind to yourself.
Fitness is a journey, not a destination. Progress isn't always linear, and that's completely normal.
You might have days when you say, I didn't perform as well today, and that's okay. Tomorrow is a new opportunity.
Focus on how exercise makes you feel rather than just how you look. I feel stronger and I have more energy are meaningful improvements.
And remember, any movement is better than no movement. I did something active today is worth celebrating.
What about when people ask about your fitness routine?
Keep it simple and honest. I try to stay active, or I go to the gym a few times a week, or I enjoy walking and light weights.
You don't need to justify your choices. This works for me, or I'm happy with my routine are perfectly fine responses.
And if someone gives unsolicited advice, you can politely say, Thanks, I'll think about that. Or, I'm working with a trainer on my program.
The most important thing is finding activities you enjoy and can sustain long term.
And that brings us to the end of our gym and fitness English episode. We hope this helps you feel more confident in fitness environments.
Remember, everyone at the gym is there for the same basic reason to take care of their health. Most people are supportive and understanding.
Start small, be consistent, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. The fitness community is generally very welcoming.
Try using some of these phrases this week, whether you're at the gym, in a fitness class, or even talking about exercise with friends.
And most importantly, listen to your body. Progress at your own pace and celebrate every positive step you take for your health.
Thanks for listening to Real World English. Keep moving, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Remember, fitness is about feeling good and being healthy. Find what you enjoy and stick with it.
Take care, everyone.